welcome back to my channel. With this video, like I said, I really don't know what to say during these videos, but I inserted this clip from another video. This is just to show continuity of me accepting these missions, so it doesn't look like I did it off screen. And there's one other mission that I was trying to record, but I accidentally hit the off button on my tablet instead of the volume button because I record at night and in the early morning and I don't like turning the lights on. So I wasn't able to salvage it because it's only like 70 seconds and the rest of it didn't record. I thought it was recording, but it wasn't recording. So this is just to show continuity that I accepted all these missions and everything. So these videos originally was supposed to be 15 minutes, but I had to insert this clip. So all it is just showing continuity that I got these missions, that I accepted these missions, because originally the video that was supposed to be from this clip, I screwed up on the actual mission and I wasn't going to post it. I'll probably do it later on when my characters are a little bit more leveled up, because right now they're pretty low leveled, which I'll do off screen because leveling in this game is kind of boring, so I'm not really gonna bore you to tears with it. But for the most part, and also with this little icons, basically if they're jumping up and down, it means that they will excel in the mission. If they're like walking in place, it's like a 50-50 chance, and then when they're kneeling, it means that they're going to fail the mission, I think. But in some missions, they require items, which I do not have. And some of them are, like I said, dispatch missions, where you send one person to do a mission, while the other missions you actually have to go to the area, fight, or do whatever it requires. But so far, I do like this game. I do love Final Fantasy a whole lot. I've been playing Final Fantasy. My first Final Fantasy game, believe it or not, was Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles for the GameCube, and not the crappy port that they have for the Switch. I always play the game by myself because I didn't have anybody to play with. So I got stuck playing the game myself, and it's a very hard game to play alone because it was intended to be played with other people. I do recommend it, but I recommend the GameCube version over the Switch version, because the Switch version took away the local co-op and made the game look worse than it actually is. And also, it took away the charm of the original. The original had these graphics that it made it look like some kind of dreamscape. I really can't describe it, but it's actually a really good game. I recommend it. Now here's the actual video that was recorded. This is just a battle. Bombs, these bomb enemies are very easy to kill. All you would have to use is ice, per se, like Blizzard, to kill it. And the dragons are kind of annoying. You'll see why later. And basically this is just to put all your units out, like any tactical game, like G.B.A or Fire Emblem or whatever strategy game or whatever. So this is just me, like I said, putting my units out, because like I said, they're all under-leveled. So I have to start leveling them up, like I said, off screen, because they're too under-leveled for what the game is at this point. And then you can switch out item, like their equipment and stuff, before you actually do the fights, which is a good thing, because in case if you forget to put stuff on them, you can put it on them before, or you want to exchange stuff. So that's what I was doing here, even though Dave, this monk dude, kind of sucks. He dies at one point, and I never bothered to revive him because there's no point. There really isn't no point. So once the battle starts, I am pretty sure she wants some bomb claws for her recipe. Yeah, defeat all enemies. And those are the judges. The judges, all they do is basically make sure you don't break the laws and the thingy. So you don't break them. Because you get little cards if you do. And that's why I hate the dragons, because every 5 minutes, miss, 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 miss. That's all that happened in this video, is just constantly missing. So, the fencers are pretty good in this game. The one that I really haven't used yet is, trying to think which one I haven't used yet. I haven't used any, like, the Beastmasters yet. I really am not crazy about gimmicky, like, characters or jobs in Final Fantasy. Like, I really never use green mages or blue mages or any of that stuff. I just like tanky characters, and once in a while I'll have a magic user, like for these, for like the bomb enemies, but... And yes, YouTube, that's what they're called, so don't say, oh, you're saying stuff you should say on YouTube. That's what they literally are called. They're like little fireballs. Like, what am I supposed to call them? Fireball 1 and Fireball 2? Oh yes, Fireball 1 got hit with a piece of ice. And I still don't understand how ice and fire... Well, I understand fire burning down ice, but how is ice effective to fire? It makes no sense. It really makes no sense whatsoever that ice is super effective to fire in Final Fantasy. There is a water magic in Final Fantasy, so why can't it be water? But oh, fire's not super effective to water, so how the hell ice is? Just the whole... Even... I know it's a video game and it's not supposed to make any sense, but like literally it makes no damn sense whatsoever. But most of this fight, it was pretty easy because of the fireball enemies, but the actual dragons were annoying as crap because they would not die. I would spam air render and it would barely do anything. Like, it kept missing. That's why I hate the move. It's very broken if it hits, but it has a very low chance of hitting. It's just... no. And then with her, she barely did anything this whole video. Kenneth did more than she did. Yeah, Kenny did more. So... and she misses too. That's why I hate the dragons. They have such high invasion. Like, no matter what you do, you don't hit them. And I'm surprised they didn't have the fire puffs actually explode, because in Final Fantasy, once they get hit 3 times and they're not dead, they explode. So I'm sure the fire puffs didn't... I don't understand. I don't get it. Why they wouldn't do that. Because it's like basically every Final Fantasy did that for the most part. They're one of the most annoying enemies though, next to the slimes, because the slimes, or whatever they're called, flans, they, people hate flans too, is because physical attacks do diddly nothing to them. And the only way to attack them is through magic, because magic is the only one that really does anything to them. And depending on the color, it's what they're weak to. Like if it's a red flan, it's gonna be weak to ice in Final Fantasy's terms, which makes no stretch of any sense whatsoever. But I think this battle went by pretty smoothly. Only not Kenneth, Dave died, but I didn't even bother reviving him because he's like basically dead weight. And this was like the biggest middle finger this game has done to me, and I've seen a lot of screw you moments, but this by far was one of the biggest, because I tried to do ice damage to him. It had 80%, mind you, chance. Wait for it. Miss. It had 80% chance of hitting and it missed. Like, what the hell, game? Like, are you kidding me? Like, no, this... like... That's the thing that I find very aggravating when I record these, because I try to be completely silent, so when I do the audio, I don't have conflicting audio and stuff when I record, so it was very hard for me not to curse when I was recording this, because it was like the same thing with the Pokemon Emerald video where I was stuck in that loop of missing because of Poochyena spamming Sand Attack. It was the same painful moment trying to record without cursing and like wanting to take my tablet and throw it. It was so pissed. And then here's the Nether Dragon. It's just... And of course, she misses and not the other dude. I have no luck in these games at all. I have none. I absolutely have no luck whatsoever. And the next video after these two will be Pokemon Emerald, which will also be 2 15-minute videos, but that's gonna be next week. Next week will be the 2 Pokemon videos. I'm probably going to try to record them on Thursday or Friday, and then have them up on the weekend. Because the reason why I had so much issues with Pokemon Emerald is since I really don't have good internet in my apartment where I live, I have to go outside and upload them, and it was very cold that day. Where I live, it gets very cold, especially in the winter. Sometimes we have like, well, right now it's 30 to 40 degrees, but soon enough it's gonna drop down to like 20 or 10 degrees. So right now it's still relatively high, but once we hit January, it's gonna be very cold. So I have to make sure that I get everything done ASAP before that happens. Because by then I'm mostly going to make short clip videos around that time, so I can just upload them when I can. So for now, I'll upload as much as I can, but once it gets really cold, I won't be uploading. So I just wanted to let you guys have like a heads up with that. And this was like the most pathetic thing. Like, it looks so cool, and then just 18 damage. Like, dude, I have to remove the blood sword from Cyril, because ever since I equipped him with that sword, it's just... In other Final Fantasy, it's a very broken sword, but in this game, it just sucks. I guess they nerfed it. I don't know, but it's really crap in this game. It's like really garbage. And I hope you guys are liking the new setup I'm doing with this game, because I'm trying to, like I said, meet you guys halfway, because originally my old videos, I used to just take my phone and record it. I got a phone tripod and I would record on, like, my TV. Like, I would point it to the TV and just record, and I would have, like, the worst, quality videos ever, with really bad quality audio with me talking. So now I have a headset that I use for audio, which is pretty good. I actually paid like around $20 bucks or so. The original price was around 40, so I saved about like 20 something dollars plus a coupon. So I got that, and also I screen record, so you guys are getting clear audio and clear video, like the actual video content. So it's not blurry or anything. So I'm trying to make better content for you guys without really going over my budget. So, because I do plan on having, what is it called? I might download a DS emulator and see what games they also have there, because I want to make sure I'm not just playing Game Boy Advance games forever. They do have other emulators. I can't really emulate anything crazy on my tablet because it's like not the best thing in the world. It doesn't have like the ability to emulate games like Switch games or like PS4, PS5 games. So I might either just stick to G.B.A. for now, and then later on when I finish these two games, I might start also doing DS games as well. I don't know what type of DS games though, because there's so many. The only ones I really won't play are, like I said, platformers, because I use a touchscreen and it's very hard to do a platformer. I've tried. I have Crash, and I also have Sonic Advance. And trying to play Sonic Advance with a touchscreen is very hard. I got to the Carnival levels boss, and that was it. I can't beat it because of the controls. Some games are just you have to use a controller or have actual buttons to use. But games like this I can play with a touchscreen, no problem. So we'll see what happens. Also, once I beat this game or Emerald, I will either start Breath of Fire or I'll have another poll and have you guys choose which game you want next. Because both of these games are going to take a while. Especially this game. This game is going to take even longer than Emerald. I think I'm probably going to beat Emerald before I even beat this game. Because I don't even know how far I am, because I'm playing this game blind, basically. I'm not using any walkthroughs or anything. I'm just going through the motions. Because I want to make it to where we both experience the game like we never played it before. Because I know some of my friends have, but nothing, he didn't really say anything, so it's not really important, but hot recipe went well. Now for the next one. Cool beans, I got 10 X potions. Oh yeah. So this is, I really don't use these cards because none of the laws that I've encountered haven't been BS at the moment, but that's the only one. I haven't really had anything. Also, I got another person, which I'm probably not going to use. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.